Hi guys, I'm Shandor, welcome to my cinema. Today I'm about to watch the 2014 sci-fi thriller Ex Machina. Domhnall Gleeson, Alicia Vikander, and Oscar Isaac stars in it, and I'm pretty sure it involves AI. Other than that, I know nothing about this movie, as usual. So let's see what Ex Machina has got in store for us. 3, 2, 1. Ex Machina. In the machine, I think. There was Domhnall Gleeson. There is Domhnall Gleeson. First prize. Really good sound design here, and I like the bleak atmosphere of this opening. Seems distant and cold.
We've been flying over his estate for the past 2 hours.
Okay, he got invited by a rich guy, huh? Nice shot. Wow. Really nice shot. I like how there was virtually no exposition, very little exposition, and now we're thrown into this unknown territory here.
Oh.
Take your key card. You may now enter the residence.
Really, really good cinematography so far. Hey. This shot is absolutely deliberate. And it's beautiful.
Hello?
I love the locations. I love the set design so far. Hey. Awesome. Hi. We're gonna play together in Star Wars.
Been so looking forward to this week with you.
This week?
come on in.
It's gonna be here for the whole week?
Caleb, I'm just gonna throw this out there so it's said, okay? You're freaked out. Yeah, you're freaked out by the helicopter and the mountains and the house because it's all so super cool. And you're freaked out by me to be meeting me, having this conversation in this room at this moment, right? Can we just be two guys, Nathan and Caleb, not the whole employer-employee thing?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Yes, yeah. It's good to meet you, Nathan.
It's good to meet you too, Caleb.
Okay, this guy seems weird, but at the same time seems very pragmatic and to the point.
Card, it just takes all that worry away. You try a door and it stays shut, okay, it's off limits. You try another door and it opens, then it's for you.
I wonder if that's gonna come into play later. Doors that are off limits.
And I want to talk to you about what I'm researching.
I'm listening.
Share it with you. In fact, I want to share it with you so much it's eating me up inside. But there's something I need you to do for me first.
Yeah, something feels very off.
But not limited to that which is disclosed orally, or in written, or electronic form.
Okay, so you have to shut up.
You know, we can spend the next few days just shooting pool, getting drunk together, bonding. And when you discover what you've missed out on in about a year, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life.
He's a good talker, but I think he's also a manipulator.
Yeah. I know what the Turing test is.
But I don't.
It's when a human interacts with a computer.
Gotcha.
And if the human doesn't know they're interacting with a computer, the test is passed.
What
Oh,
does it pass, though?
it is AI.
That the computer has artificial intelligence.
Right.
That's the history of gods.
Are we dealing with God complex here? I guess I'm about to find out, but Ava, session 1. So I guess Ava is going to be Alicia Vikander, right? I don't know, I feel like there are small little red flags everywhere. Maybe I'm wrong. What an awesome shot, once again. The visual presentation of this movie is absolutely gorgeous. So apparently we're dealing with a conscious AI. That's never ever gone wrong in movies.
Ava.
I figured.
Pleased to meet you, Ava.
I'm pleased to meet you too.
What an awesome design.
None like you.
Her movements, the way she speaks.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes.
What do I mean?
Overcome initial social awkwardness.
So let's have a conversation. How did you learn how to speak, Ava?
I always knew how to speak. And that's strange, isn't it?
Why?
Because language is something that people acquire.
That's very true.
Some people believe language exists from birth, and what is learned is the ability to attach words and structure to the latent ability. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. Will you come back tomorrow, Caleb?
Wait, we went into something really deep. Hey, do not abandon this. There was such an intriguing little conversation about language.
You know? I turned to Caleb, and he looked up at me and he said, "You're not a man, you're God."
Yeah, but
I feel like this is dangerous. That's never a good thought to have.
No, we're way past that. If I hid Ava from you so you just heard her voice, she would pass for human. The
True.
real test is to show you that she's a robot and then see if you still feel she has consciousness.
Something's really off about Oscar Isaac's character for me. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I don't think so.
what the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
Power cut. Backup power activated.
Was that her? So if she was, that might be a bit alarming in the future. Yeah, whoever designed the sets for this movie deserves a major raise. And major plus from me. This movie looks absolutely wonderful. And I'm also intrigued, there's something really off-putting about this whole situation.
You don't have access to use the phone.
Hey,
I mean, a great guy. Instant pals and so on.
Are you? Are you though? You're weird.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
I don't know. No one really.
Ghostbusters.
Oh gosh, she did it!
Ghostbusters?
Who is she? Is she a robot either? Robot too?
I just want simple answers to simple questions. Yesterday I asked you how you felt about her and you gave me a great answer. Now the question is, how does she feel about you?
Interesting. Session 2. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it.
You're not trying to sketch something specific? Like an object or a person? Maybe you could try.
Okay.
Interesting. This didn't even
What
cross
object should I draw?
her mind, if you will.
Whatever you want. I'm interested to see what you'll choose.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Does she have individual thoughts, right?
You learn about me, and I learn nothing about you. That's not a foundation on which friendships are based.
Okay, where do I start?
It's your decision.
Huh, right back at you.
I'm interested to see what you'll choose.
Right back at you. Wow, it really does seem like she's sentient,
Okay.
she's conscious.
Ava.
Blue Book. Named after Wittgenstein's notes. It's the world's most popular internet search engine, processing an average of 94% of all internet search requests.
But then these type of answers, are very machine-like.
My parents were both high school teachers. And if we're getting to know each other, I guess I should tell you they're both dead. Car crash.
The expressions on her face, she smiles, she gets surprised. I don't know. It's kind of uncomfortable. At the same time, kind of fascinating.
Power cut. Backup power activated.
Oh, I think she did that on purpose. Is she controlling the power in this house? Because it feels like she wants to say something really private to him. I love the lighting.
Caleb.
Yeah, she seems concerning.
He isn't your friend.
Yeah, I figured she's gonna say that.
You shouldn't trust anything he says.
Power.
Okay, is she speaking the truth or is she manipulating him?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird tension in this movie, which underlines this whole movie so far.
That's right.
The power cut. It's the only part that I couldn't see. Cameras fail, I lose audio. It works. So what happened?
Yeah,
Nothing.
tension. There's tension in this movie. I also like the sound design and the choice of, well, music, if you will. A lot of times it's not really music, it's a drone. And it makes you feel really uncomfortable, which is awesome. These transition shots are just wow.
If you knew the trouble I had getting an AI to read and duplicate facial expressions. Limitless resource of vocal and facial interaction.
You hacked the world's cell phones?
Yeah, and all the manufacturers knew I was doing it too. But they couldn't accuse me without admitting they were doing it themselves.
Well, okay.
Here, we have her mind. Structured gel. I had to get away from circuitry. I needed something that could arrange and rearrange on a molecular level.
This is her hardware?
Wetware. Yeah, they thought that search engines were a map of what people were thinking, but actually they were a map of how people were thinking.
That's really interesting.
Response.
Because if you think about it, yeah, I'm pretty sure people are looking for some really weird stuff on search engines.
Chaotic.
And I'm pretty sure it says a lot about a certain person.
You said it would be interesting to see what I would draw. Is it interesting?
Have you never been outside this building?
No.
You've never walked outside?
I've never been outside the room I'm in now. There are so many options. Maybe a busy pedestrian and traffic intersection in a city.
A traffic intersection?
Is that a bad idea?
No, it wasn't what I was expecting.
A traffic intersection would provide a concentrated but shifting view of human life. Then close your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, she seems almost human, just by looking at her face. Or she's just gonna put on a dress. Yeah, you know, all of these things imply that she is actually conscious and she has her own feelings and whatever. I wonder if it's true.
This is what I'd wear on our date. Are you attracted to me?
What?
Are you attracted to me? You give me indications that you are.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. That expression on her face again. Wow.
I'm wondering if you're watching me on the cameras.
That's fascinating and weird. What a wonderful shot once again. Yeah, it very much seems like that Domhnall Gleeson's character is very much attracted to her. Now, I wonder if it's, you know, purely from a scientific point of view. Honestly, I don't think so. I think there's something emotional about this too.
Why did you give her sexuality?
I'm pretty sure she understands English.
If you're gonna exist, why not enjoy it? What, you want to remove the chance of her falling in love and fucking? You bet she can fuck.
What?
Okay.
In between her legs, there's an opening with a concentration of sensors. You engage them in the right way, creates a pleasure response.
All right.
Did you program her to flirt with me?
If I did, would that be cheating?
Wouldn't it?
A consequence of accumulated external stimuli that you probably didn't even register as they registered with you.
Did you program her to like me or not?
To be honest, Caleb, you're starting to annoy me now because this is your insecurity talking. This is not your intellect. Come with me.
You know, I feel like their conversations touch on many, many interesting and sort of deep subjects, but Maybe it's just me, but I always feel like that these ideas get abandoned pretty quickly.
What if instead of making art without thinking, he said, you know what? I can't paint anything unless I know exactly why I'm doing it. What would have happened?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Most likely.
He never would have made a single mark.
That's right.
Yes, you see, there's my guy. It's to find an action that is not automatic, from painting to breathing to talking to fucking to falling in love.
He's talking about being... Well, okay, depends on how you look at it, but...
For the record, Ava's not pretending to like you. You're the first man she's met that isn't me. And I'm like her dad, right?
So anyway, Oscar Isaac was almost talking about enlightenment, you know, being in the present moment. I think.
But she lives in a black and white room. She was born there and raised there.
I know what he's talking about.
And she can only observe the outside world on a black and white monitor.
He's talking about empirical knowledge.
The computer is marrying the black and white room. The human is when she walks out.
Is this foreshadowing? I hope so. The look on her face.
Did you know that I was brought here to test you?
No.
Why did you tell me I shouldn't trust Nathan?
Because he tells lies.
Lies about what?
Everything.
Including the power cuts?
What do you mean?
Don't you think it's possible that he's watching us? Right now?
If I reverse the power flow, it overloads the system.
Like I said, it was her. Whoever scouted the locations for this movie, that person also deserves a major raise. But I have to say, sometimes I feel like the pacing is a tad bit slow, just a tad bit here and there.
I wasn't part of a lottery, I was selected.
Oh,
It's obvious once I stopped to think.
The competition was a smokescreen. I didn't want anyone to know what I was doing here, or why I required you. So I did a search and I found the most talented coder in my company. You know, instead of seeing this as a deception, you should see it as proof. Not lucky. Chosen.
yeah, he has a way with words, but somehow I just can't believe a word he's saying. This is the first time we've seen Nathan and Ava in one room, and we are watching it through a screen. I wonder what they're talking about. Are they both playing Domhnall Gleeson's character? Because that's also a possibility. I really wouldn't call this movie funny, but there are some funny moments. This is one of them. They actually practiced this, I'm pretty sure. That was cool.
Question 1. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Lie.
Lie?
Yes. Lie.
Well, actually, it's a memory of kindergarten. There was a kid.
Lie.
It's a... Really?
Yes.
All right, so there is a kind of an earlier memory.
Okay, so she's reading his facial expressions and everything. Okay. I wouldn't want that.
Question 4. What will happen to me if I fail your test?
What a question.
It's not up to me.
Why is it up to anyone?
What a question, if you have
people who test
consciousness.
You might switch you off.
No, I
Then
don't.
why do I?
And she looks very nervous. Yeah, many things are pointing to her having a consciousness. Absolutely.
I think it's the next model. It's going to be the real breakthrough. The singularity.
So Ava is going to the trash or what?
Well, I download the mind, unpack the data, add in the new routines I've been writing, And to do that, you end up partially formatting so the memories go.
I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
There you go again, Mr. Quotable.
One thing I also noticed that even though I enjoy most of these interactions between these characters, I don't really care about either of them, you know? I don't really find these characters to be interesting. What they're talking about is interesting, but the characters themselves, I don't really know about that. Videos of the previous models? I'm guessing. Oh, that's weird. Nathan is getting rid of all of the previous models, I think. Whoa, that's brutal, man. Yep, she's a robot. Of course. Oh man, that design, that looks so awesome. And also one thing I really appreciate is this. Wow, that looks so good. Kind of disturbing, right? But that looks so good. So anyway, I really appreciate this bleak atmosphere that this movie has. And it's constant, you know. Oh, he's starting to doubt himself? I mean, you know what? That kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's blood. But yeah, dude, apparently you're very much human, okay? Stop it. Can we stop it?
Caleb, you have to help me.
I'm going to. We're getting out of here tonight.
How?
I get Nathan blind drunk.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, I feel like.
We need to drink to that.
Oh, he's not gonna drink today, huh?
Oh, no, I'm good. You go ahead.
What, you don't want to drink?
But whether she's pretending to like you.
See, again, such an intriguing idea. Are they gonna do anything with it?
Maybe if she thought of you as a means of escape.
I see.
And then?
You have to help me.
I'm going to. We're getting out of here
Right.
tonight.
Can I just say one thing? The test worked. It was a success. Ava demonstrated true AI, and you were fundamental to that. So if you can just, for a second, separate...
Power cut. Backup power activated.
So in the event of a power cut, instead of sealing, the door is all opened.
Huh. Yeah. Well, that may have just worked.
Well,
I guess it did, huh?
we'll find out.
Because he already reprogrammed the whole thing, right?
I figured you were probably watching us during the power cuts. So I already did all those things.
Right. Yeah. That was to be expected.
Go back to your room.
Like a dog, huh?
Are you ever gonna let me out?
No? He said yes, but no? That's a lie, huh? She can read his face. Oh, that sucks. Wow. Really? That was enough? Is it normal that I don't feel anything watching this? I mean, yeah, this was very much expected, you know. But man, that design is just freaking amazing. Session 7. There's a 7th session? Okay. Yeah, overall this is a really, really good movie. I love so many aspects of it, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a little underwhelming here and there, both in terms of the pacing, in terms of the writing, especially I'm talking about conversations. But yeah, overall, I enjoy it. Wow. Okay, I gotta commend Alicia Vikander's performance in this movie, because a lot of what she does is facial acting, you know. The way she looks, the way she does her expressions, it really tells a whole lot about this creature, I should say, you know. This sentient robot, if you will. Yeah, her performance is very, very subtle, but also very, very powerful at the same time. So, hey, awesome acting. Wait, is she gonna kill Domhnall Gleeson as well? Or is she just gonna leave him there? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, it's pretty predictable, you know? This is actually a pretty powerful scene, you know. Now she's experiencing everything for the first time. Actual sunlight and plants and vegetation, you know, and just whatever. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot of her. Can you imagine a murderous AI robot, you know, getting freed and thrown into the real world? Well guys, this was Ex Machina. Alright, this was good. I enjoyed it. There are so many aspects of this movie that I truly appreciate. The cinematography, the set designs, absolutely incredible. I think overall this is a very well directed movie. I think overall it's a pretty well written movie. But I do have to say that sometimes I do think that the movie is trying to be a lot more clever than it actually is. Now, maybe I am very, very wrong about that. Maybe I have to watch this movie again and maybe again to fully grasp the depth that this movie is trying to communicate, but I'm gonna be really honest, I didn't really feel like the movie had enough depth. Now, what I mean by that, you know, there are many, many conversations between Domhnall Gleeson's and Oscar Isaac's character, and I've always thought that, you know, whatever they were talking about, there was a lot of intrigue in that, and each of the concepts that they were bringing up, I was like, great, now guys, let's go deeper into that. Is it gonna lead somewhere, you know? And most of the time I have to say it didn't lead anywhere. At least for me, you know, guys, maybe I am totally wrong about that. That's just how I feel after, you know, the first time watching this movie. I also wasn't necessarily a fan of the pacing sometimes. I do think that this movie could have been 10 minutes shorter, I think. It would have been a lot more concise. But other than that, there were so many great things about this movie. I loved that there was an underlying tension almost all throughout the whole movie. I loved the movie's atmosphere, you know, this cold, distant, bleak atmosphere that the whole movie had, basically. I thought that was great. One thing I would say about the ending, though, is that it was pretty predictable. I would say that it was underwhelming a bit here and there, just because of its predictable nature. But hey, this is a really well done movie. I'm really glad I watched it. I think the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. So yeah, guys, by the way, this movie was also a recommendation from some of you guys, so thank you so much for recommending this movie for me. Thank you so much for watching this movie together with me, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe, and see you guys all next time at the cinema.